everybody.
Hello.
Oh, hey. I'm trying to move the screen down so we can see everyone else in the background a little bit better.
There we go.
There we go. Hi, guys. Welcome to a new episode, a long overdue episode of, I was going to say, Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's a totally different program. That was last week. Yeah. Live in the Dark with Videodrew. I am, of course, Videodrew, and with me we have NerdChronic.
Yes, me.
But we also have two surprise guests joining us this evening.
Yes.
Jen, it's like our year. It's almost been an exact year since we invited Jen Kempe on for the first time too.
Oh yeah.
For the Christmas
and then
special.
it was like a couple months until it actually happened.
Yeah. And Andres Gallegos.
It's actually Gallego.
Gallego.
Yeah.
Hey,
we had a debate about this. Yeah.
Changes depending on who you're asking.
Yeah.
I think
code switches.
I think the point is that we never can get it right.
Yeah.
We never can get it right, but as long as the S is gone from the end of my last name, I'm totally okay.
And I did not make sure to do that this time. Because I'm never sure if it's like the front end S or the back end S on this. Like there's no S, right? There's no S in the entire thing.
Andres, you want to
Andres.
Yeah.
But it's not Gallus Ghost, which is now what I've added to it.
Gallus Ghost.
I've now added 3 S's to it.
Got all ends of it.
It's just like one of those crosswords I'm trying to make fit by just adding like S's, random amount of S's to it. So yeah, guys, we have Streamlabs open tonight. It is streamlabs.com/Videodrew. We have super chats open. It's going to be sort of a informal hangout session tonight. We don't have a game necessarily. We don't have movie news. We're just going to be talking about whatever we feel like talking about, whatever you guys feel like talking about. So send us your tips and your suggestions and your support. And yeah, let's get going. Let's talk about movie news.
Movie news. I mean,
and we also have dogs.
We also have dogs, so we'll chime in when they feel like it. But no, I mean, movie news. It's been a big week for a lot of things, but this week in particular. Like just now, which it was funny. I was talking to my friend about it because we just saw Eternals. We're not going to spoil it here on the show because
we're not going to.
People haven't had time to really see it yet, so we don't want to
So just be clear, we're not spoiling.
We're not spoiling Eternals.
That spoilers. At the end of Eternals.
No, we're not going to do that. That
Howard the Duck.
Paul Atreides.
Freed Howard the Duck. Yeah. And Chewbacca all show up.
And the Iron Giant.
Superman's there. It's weird.
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect it, but he's there.
Yeah. So we did see it. We enjoyed it, I think, overall, but we won't get to details tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's funny. I got out. As soon as I got out, I looked at my phone, and Marvel Studios tweeted out like the new poster for Spider-Man No Way Home. That's what it's called.
Oh, really?
Which features elements of Doc Ock, Sandman, Electro, and the Green Goblin on it. Which is just a very weird thing everyone's saying to have these villains like featured in the poster that weren't even featured in the trailer.
Well, yeah, especially because like they're making such a big deal about the crossover event, like having all the villains. But like, can I be honest? Like Electrode and Electro and like Sandman are not like they're not like A-Team Spider-Man villains. Not even in the movie where they like the A-Team Spider-Man villains. Like they both needed like partners and like a 3-person bad guy setup. There were 3 people bad in that third Spider-Man and the second Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
These are team players, and I don't know why they're taking like priority over Doctor Strange or like Venom or like any of them.
Yeah, so it was weird. It's funny though, but it's interesting because we got the trailer. I don't know how many months it's been now, like 2 months.
Can we do a trailer reactor? Is that still spoiling something?
To Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yeah, we just want to play that trailer and
get the video taken down.
Yeah, exactly. You can edit in real time.
Yeah.
Someone's saying Electrode is a great Pokemon. That's right.
Yeah.
Electrode is what I was thinking of.
That's like for the longest time when you first came here and you're getting more in Schmoedown, you kept calling Gucci Tom Dagnito. That's like master of Dagnetism. Like,
what's Tom Dagnito?
His name is Tom Dagnino, but you kept calling him Tom.
No, Dagnito.
Dagnito.
Yeah. Like he's Magneto plus Tom.
Yeah.
I called him a lot of things.
Yeah.
I feel like that would not be his superpower. We can go around and say what we think every manager's superpower would be at the end of the show. If we make a $50 donation, guys, we will go around and say what superpower, X-Men superpower, every manager in the show will have. Otherwise, yeah, I actually haven't seen this poster. Do you guys want to see me react to it in real time by googling it?
In real time.
Is that what content is these days?
Live reaction to a steel
poster.
poster.
So where do I go? Twitter.com, Marvel Is it on
Marvel
Marvel?
Marvel Entertainment is the
Okay.
the
I've
account.
seen this already.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like
Okay.
I've seen it.
Okay, wait. Okay, so there is the Silver Surfer for some reason. Do you see that? You see that? That's in the background. There's a Silver Surfer.
Are you looking at
Oh,
Okay,
no,
no,
it's Green Goblin.
that's Green Goblin.
But he's not green. He's the silver. Let me blow this up for you.
It is
Straight up the Silver Surfer.
The
Oh,
tint is
goodness.
blue, to be fair.
The tint is blue, and his face is a silver alien face. And he's
Maybe I don't
writing.
want to give away the design of the Green Goblin in case they change
Yeah.
it. up.
Look, but I'm serious. Like,
Goblin S.
you know what? I'm gonna bring up this poster in real time.
Yeah,
It is.
you look it up.
It is Silver Surfer.
It's like he has the alien head, like the whoosh.
Is this called No Direction Home?
No,
No direction.
no way.
It's the Bob Dylan cover of Spider-Man.
I mean, why not? Like, everything's gotta be home. I don't know why that's like the theme for these Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Is that they're home a lot? Like, I don't feel like that's a big thing of his. Like, if Spider was in the title a lot, or Bug, or like, or like, I don't know, responsibility or something.
Yeah, the next
Power.
one I want Spider-Man Home Alone Christmas version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was it Home Sweet Home Alone, or
Yeah.
like No Place Like Home Alone, or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, no, one of my
Okay.
buddies had tweeted out basically it's like, oh, the next Spider-Man has to be no more homies. So it's
Yeah.
just
Oh
like
my gosh.
they just have to fit home in there.
It should have been no more Home Alone. Let's see. Okay, here we go, guys. I just want to bring some stuff up for you. You can see in the background there's the Silver Surfer. 100% Silver Surfer there. That is nobody I've ever seen in a Spider-Man movie.
Are you putting this on the stream?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
big.
I was just like still staring at
Okay, you know, I can make it even bigger. There he goes. That dude is not Willem Dafoe.
it.
That dude is a straight up alien, and I just want you all to know that. Also, where are you seeing the rest of them? Did you just see electricity and you assume that's the electricity
Yeah,
man?
It could possibly just be a thunderstorm.
Yeah, of
That's
course
the
not.
only-
And then we see the sand. That's the whooshy.
Oh, that's
sand whoosh.
Sandy Whoosh.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the other ones? What about like Lizard Man? I feel like if you're gonna do some of them, you have to do all of them. So like Lizard Man should be on here.
Okay, so Drew, can you
Where's
tell
the
me?
rhino?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you tell me? I forgot. Like, name all the villains I've been in Spider-Man movies.
Okay, so BJ Novak.
Okay.
He was supposed to be one. He was there, and he was supposed to be one.
Okay.
There is James Franco, villain across all the
Give
spectrum.
me their villain names. That's
Okay.
off the top of your head.
Green Goblet 2.
It's
The
a big
cherry.
problem.
There's Mysterio. There is the Flash Gordon or whoever like was named to him in school. There is Doc Ock. There is Electo Man.
Yeah.
Eel guy, the Jamie Foxx one.
Yeah.
There is Lizard Professor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Professor
right.
Lizard.
And I don't know how to say his real name anyway. Late Reese Uffin.
Oh, Reese Ifans.
Rice
Reese
Ifans.
Or
Ifans.
Dylan Baker in the Raimi trilogy.
That's true.
Oh, is it Dylan? Okay, so then there's also oh yeah, there's the wrestler. There's the guy who shot
Mickey Rourke.
There's the guy who shot
Names.
Uncle Owen.
Uncle
Is that wrong?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Where's Uncle Owen?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, so, yeah. So it's whoever shot him.
Yeah.
Then there's like not Doc Ock, the Green Goblin's dad or son,
Yeah.
whichever way you want to play it. Dane DeHaan. He's there. Come on, I'm missing like a whole. There's Sandman. There is who's this other third?
I mean, I think arguably the studio is a villain for.
This is-
Yeah, there's
Oh my
three in
God.
the third one. So it's Sandman, his best friend, and then Harry Styles.
no, you're missing a big one. I guess in the
Technically, it's an anti-hero.
third maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of the third one.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It is.
He gets his own movie eventually.
Oh, it's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
It's
Tom Hardy. We miss him. He's gonna be there.
Topher Hardy.
Oh yeah, Topher Hardy.
Arguably a better interpretation of that villain.
The Topherverse
Yeah.
is going to be tight. Am I missing another villain? It was Venom. It was Sandman. It was Harry.
You're missing one, which is like a smaller villain in the second
Yes.
Amazing Spider-Man.
And Raimi's.
Oh,
No, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, I didn't see that
Missing
one. Who's the bad guy? Who's the main bad guy in the second one? Electrode.
Electro.
Okay. Who else was? I saw that one. Okay, so is it BJ Novak?
Well, he's in it, I guess.
He's a bad guy. He
Yeah.
makes them fall into the
Yeah,
chemicals.
but you were seeing the Oscar-winning performance like Paul Giamatti as the Rhino.
What?
Yes.
Paul
Yeah,
Giamatti's in
that
that?
movie, Yeah.
And we also can't forget, because we're mentioning Tom Hardy, the dollar store Tom Hardy that's in Homecoming.
Oh,
Here-
yeah.
Wait, is Logan Marshall
Shocker.
Green?
Yeah.
He is in that.
He's the
Yeah.
shocker.
Logan Marshall Green is in
Yeah.
this. He's not Dime Store Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is just bizarro Logan Marshall Green. That's right. We came up with this while we were watching Homecoming before any of this like No Direction Home stuff came out. I was like, it'd be crazy if they added the Venom Tom Hardy into this universe where there's already Logan Marshall Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already said this is
And,
a
like,
thing,
and then
and then it happened.
and then Michael Keaton sees him. You're like, didn't I kill you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gun?
Bokeem Woodbine
Yeah.
exists in this
Your
universe.
favorite
And I love Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
as Shocker 2.0.
Shocker
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah.
Also existing in this universe. Michael
Don't-
Mando.
Michael,
Yeah.
as
It's Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which are they just gonna drop that?
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope not. I hope he
I
just
love him.
I hope he jumps Morbius in his adventures,
Yeah.
and then they go off and do their thing.
Yeah.
The funniest thing that I read this weekend was somebody saying that Morbius seems like a movie that exists, like that's like a fake movie.
Yeah. Inside the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it's something that Johnny Drama probably auditioned for in Entourage at some point.
Yeah.
I think that's what Morbius.
Morbius.
Oh, I thought I was messing up the name by saying Morbius.
Morbius.
Oh.
Not to be,
Mobius is the artist. Yeah.
Mobius is Owen Wilson.
yeah.
That's who Mobius is.
Yeah.
He
That
already
is
exists
right.
as a
Yeah.
TVA.
Yeah, that's right. It can't,
That is
it's
correct.
taken. Also, Sandman, right? Or-
Also,
or-
Sandman is a different comic guy,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Do you think Sandman exists in the Eternals universe?
No.
Not that Sandman. The other Sandman. Not that Sandman, the other
I'm
Sandman.
gonna say no to
The other-
either.
Here's the thing. The Eternals universe, and again, no spoilers, but it opens up the path for everything forever existing inside,
Yeah.
inside the MCU.
Yeah,
And
that's true. Yeah, it opens up a lot of implications.
I'm
for
just
that
saying, like,
movie.
maybe they've read Sandman, the comic strip by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Why wouldn't there be?
Neil Gaiman did write like the Eternals run, so
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost weirder that there was no mention of the Sandman.
yeah.
Green Goblin.
Owns those rights.
Yeah. So any other movie news? There's also
Something MCU adjacent, which I thought was interesting.
everything in the world's MCU.
I guess it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
by this point, Matt Damon and Robert Downey Jr. are joining Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer, which is a biopic about
I think I get who that about.
the famous guy Oppenheimer. You might
Yeah,
know.
no. Oh, I thought that was about the great Gotham City detective Oppenheimer, where he's like, "I will be vengeance" or whatever.
I just thought. I mean, obviously, everyone always.
I'm Batman, Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah. Everyone always latches onto Nolan's films when they are being
Oh
announced and
my
they come out
God.
and stuff. But I think this is probably the biggest thing Robert Downey Jr. signed onto since like his exit from the MCU.
What's gonna be great is you can tell in this one you will not be able to hear a goddamn word you're saying. It's just gonna be this. It's gonna be that episode of Twin Peaks: The Return. That's just this sound of like the atomic bomb whooshing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Brennan. Hey, Peggy. We can't see Eric, by the way. Oh, because I got rid of him.
Oh yeah, because the thing is.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
We don't need Spider-Man.
But if anyone's just joining us, we do want to show that Spider-Man is going to be hanging out with the Silver Surfer and not the Green Goblin, as a lot of people are thinking. That is the Silver Surfer. Fight me on it.
That is totally Lawrence Fishburne, guys.
Weird though. Why is Doc Ock such like a big like? I know that Doc Ock like didn't have anything that personally against Spider-Man. Like his issue, not like unlike Venom, it
They
was
actually
like
got along pretty well.
they were like pretty good
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Considering like he didn't
I mean,
murder his dad or anything.
He says hello, Peter. He's
Hello,
pretty
Peter.
cordial
Yeah.
to see him.
But why is he like the big thing on the thing?
Because I guess it's
Everyone loves Doc Ock.
yeah.
Well,
Everyone's
we're
talking
also
about.
Paul Giamatti.
He's a very visually recognizable
Yes.
villain. As soon as you see him, the legs and everything, it's just like it's very striking, right?
Yeah.
To see him come back on screen.
And who doesn't like Alfred Molina?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's-
But this is what I'm saying. You have a chance to put Alfred Molina and Paul Giamatti in a movie where one is a rhino and one is an octopus. And you're telling me that that's not going on the poster. That is definitely going in the movie.
Those
This is
character posters.
this
Why
is-
don't get its full
Yeah.
glory.
I'm starting to realize
See
this is
with
the
his
Gremlins
accent.
2 of MCU movies.
Yeah, it's definitely in the movie.
It's not only is it in the movie, but it is definitely in the movie.
Uh,
But back to the Oppenheimer thing. That's cool. Who are they playing?
I'm not sure who was playing
Yeah.
the titular character of Oppenheimer.
See, I had heard that.
Who's playing his worst enemy?
I heard
Nuclear
that
fusion.
Robert Downey might be playing Einstein in that movie, which would be
Oh.
so fitting.
Why?
Okay, so
Wait, why?
Because he's Tony Stark.
He's got that mannequin.
I mean, it'd be more fitting if he played Oppenheimer, like the
Yeah,
destroyer
like
of worlds.
yeah, let's say that that's what that works for. But
No.
Matt Damon as Einstein is just not something I buy.
So
No.
apparently, so Cillian Murphy is playing Oppenheimer according to IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
That I
Yeah,
love that
like-
for him. I love that for
Yes.
him.
I love most
Yeah.
things for him, but
Yeah.
I particularly like that.
I once met him.
Yeah,
I got to meet him once in person, and I got to say the one thing I've been meaning to say to him, which is, "Don't you think that we look like we could be brother and sister?" And I just looked at him and I was like, "Right,
Come on.
right," because like our cheekbones and we kind of look like we could be brother and sister. And he was like, "I don't see it, love," or like however his British accent. He doesn't really think like Irish accent. I can't do it.
Does he?
Yeah.
No.
Cillian Murphy, well, because he doesn't do it on thing. Have
That's
you
like, well, it's
Peaky
funny.
Blinders?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, I
The
first,
Birmingham accent.
yeah, I thought that was like
Yeah.
No,
different
he's like
accent that he
he's
does, yeah.
super Irish.
He's Irish.
Very
Yeah.
Irish.
We saw recently too. That reminds me. We saw his test footage for Batman Begins,
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh my god!
and I couldn't do it if he were Batman. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a distinct choice, but not for that.
Yeah.
What was really interesting though was that you know the story about like Robert Pattinson having to do the audition in Val Kilmer's suit.
Yeah.
That's everyone has to do the audition in Val Kilmer's suit. That's what we saw Christian Bale do. That's what Cillian Murphy do. For some reason, I guess that's like a hazing thing. They make everyone audition with the Val Kilmer suit that they still have for some reason.
Yeah.
God, that's
Is
offensive.
it like the most uncomfortable suit? So
Yeah.
it's a test of your.
It's the one with the rubber nipples, right?
Your will to do it.
Oh, no, is that
George
funny?
Clooney's
That's
nipple.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
Clooney's.
Well,
That one they burned.
No,
sure.
Hmm?
You know, Kilmer actually had nipples at the end of his movie too.
He did too. Jesus.
Which one? What does his suit look like? Is it the rubber one or is
Who,
it?
Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer, like the one that they're using for all the tests, definitely is from the end of the movie, where it's got the nipples and it's got the giant bat symbol on it, but it also doesn't look very comfortable either.
No.
It's just a very
Oh,
weird choice.
wow,
Why
it's
they copied
metallic.
that one.
Yeah, it's like
It's like half gimp suit, half like metal.
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Rest in peace, Joel Schumacher.
Yeah.
Rest in power. I do want to bring up another thing that is involving multiple universes.
Uh-huh.
That Flash movie has Batman in it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's also Batman coming out. 2 different Batmans. What's going on over in their neck of the woods?
Is it Batman?
No, in the DC world, like they have a multiverse going on too, but their multiverse seems somehow more. It just seems like simpler.
Erratic.
No, I was gonna say it seems simpler because they're just like, oh, everything's like a multiverse, bizarre. Instead of being like,
So,
there's the
yeah.
Watcher, and then there's the Eternals, and then there's the TVA, and like none of them know about each other, and there's like
Yeah.
100 different things.
The thing is, it's like this current iteration of like the MCU with like the multiverse stuff, like has really escalated very quickly.
Yeah, yo, it's that Will Ferrell shit.
Over
It's
the-
like
yeah.
this escalated
Yeah.
quickly.
Over the last year. But the thing is, like that is still like somewhat of a design choice of what they're doing. Like they made a distinct like declaration, like we're gonna start doing multiversal stuff now. Whereas
That's the only thing we're gonna do.
Yeah, with that. Whereas with like the DC stuff, it kind of came like more of like a way to hand wave away like the fact that they had multiple properties happening at once. So like, oh, everything just is a multiverse. Like the TV is a multiverse. Like the movies are the multiverse. Like everything exists within like just the giant multiverse, and don't worry about continuity. 'Cause
That's
it'll all be
great.
part of its own thing.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's so simple, and what a simple explanation for it. Instead of being like, so here's what like the Watcher would think if like Ultron got all the Power Stones but didn't know about the TVA existing. Like, also Kong is there, but like not around. And like, why didn't he hang out with Thanos? Like, I don't know. Like, we have to pretend like all these things. Kong.
Kong the Conqueror.
Yeah,
What
but-
if Kong was there? That'd be awesome.
I mean, he was there. He just didn't do anything.
Kong the Conqueror.
The entire time of the Eternals went, I was just like, can we just circle back to the Thanos thing again?
Yeah.
It just feels like that. It still doesn't even make sense for why they didn't hang out with Thanos. I know Vinny wrote a whole thing about it.
Yeah, so
but,
if you check out Vinny Mancuso's article on Collider.
there's a whole article about it. I need to read it because I love Vinny, but also I need to figure out like why wasn't this addressed more?
Hello, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
So the Flash can go really fast.
Yes.
He goes so fast that he meets Michael Keaton
Yeah.
back in time. That's cool.
Mhm. And
But he's already Flash pointed to other points in time. That's how he got the name The Flash, because he stole it from somebody else.
Canonically in the DCEU, he got his name The Flash from the TV Barry Allen from the Flash TV show. Yeah, because in the crossover that they did, he says he calls out The Flash, and he's like, "Oh, The Flash, that's a really cool name."
Yeah.
So he took it from the TV character The Flash.
So he shouldn't be that surprised that he's going back and changing multiverses, because he's already done that. That's how he got his name.
Kind of, I guess we got from some other Flash version, yeah.
Okay, so in like any of these timelines, you could literally just wave away by being like, "Oh no, this one is just a timeline that looks a lot like the movies that we've previously seen.
Yeah.
It's just a variant that have like the slightest degrees."
Again, they basically did that in the Flash TV show in like season 3, where they effectively changed the timeline by like varying small like degrees of things, but he was technically in a different timeline. And for the rest of the show, it's just like his friends were different, like a tiny bit. Like people.
Oh, it's like Pokemon, like that Pokemon reboot we watched.
Yeah.
Where like Ash was just like slight but nicer to like Pikachu, and it like changed everything.
Yeah.
They like dealt with Ho-Ho or Ho-Ho or whatever.
Yeah.
Ho-Ho. Yeah, with Ho-Ho they had different friends. It wasn't Misty and Brock. It was like some non-thirsty dude and like a regular chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy. That was like a weird what if episode of a Pokemon movie.
Yeah, but speaking of multiverses, Chris Pratt is now voicing Garfield.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. Because guys, it makes a ton of sense.
Does it?
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense
Because Mario.
Because Mario is Italian and Garfield loves pasta. So what makes more sense than Chris Pratt?
Specifically
Lasagna. Can I play? I guess I can play this because this is technically an IP of my friends, my internet friends. I thought this was an actual voice thing from some person on the TVs.
Yeah. I think you check my text. You sent it to me.
I sent it to you on text. I
Yeah.
think I will find it over here though. But
Okay.
scrolling.
I'll explain the story though, at least for who was under a rock this week. Chris Pratt is voicing Garfield in the new Garfield movie that they're rebooting, I guess. On top of being Mario, and it's like everyone was saying like he cannot be both. Like he's taking away like our
he's
Italians, how
Yeah.
dare he?
representation.
yeah.
Here it is.
And enjoy a nice Italian lasagna.
Oh no, here we go.
Hear me out. I, Matt Berry, should be the voice of Garfield, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. After all, I too hate Mondays and enjoy a nice Italian lasagna.
So that is not Matt Berry.
Yeah.
That is this guy Sam Haft, who I follow on Twitter, who's just very good in impressions. I guess that's what he does. Good on him. He said that he would record my outgoing voicemail message as Matt Berry, as Laszlo from What We Do in the Shadows. That is such a good Matt Berry impression.
It's really great.
I really was confused and like tweeted out being like, can't believe this guy got Matt Berry to like record this fucking tweet of his. So good. So guys, yeah, Chris Pratt as Lasagna Man and Plumber.
Yeah.
Lasagna man.
And you know Chris Pratt has not had any kind of pasta in like years.
That's true.
Well, it's not.
So,
This
like,
is not even the tea about Chris Pratt this week, though. That's just like some secondary tea about Chris Pratt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt also decided to send a 6-week early
Birthday post.
post to his second wife, his new wife.
Couldn't
Talking.
wait,
My wife.
Very.
Well, I think I get the whole like this is a joke, and so I just wanted to like shout her out because she's great, and like this was her gift in 6 weeks, whatever. That's like a funny part. Like the part that I cottoned onto immediately and then turned out to be very right about was like the way that he shouted out one kid, like the kid that they had together, but not like his other kid that he has with Anna Faris. And specifically he calls it his like the healthy daughter that like she gave to him.
Yeah.
And his other kid was born with like congenital, I believe, heart defects and was born prematurely. And like that's just really fucked up. So maybe he shouldn't be our orange tabby cat who hates Mondays. Or Mario.
Or Mario. We can't have him be our Mario.
Oh, look who's here. Not a party till Swiftmeister comes by to say how much I love everyone here. Thank you, Swiftmeister.
Hello, Jesse.
That sounds like a great cleaning product I would buy from a BuzzFeed article. Ooh, it does what again? It's Swiftmeisters? I love it.
9 items you need off of Amazon right now.
I don't even think. See, the thing about Chris Pratt is he doesn't have a lazy voice.
Yeah, right. But it'd be funny. It would be ironically funny if it is just Chris Pratt like doing the same thing he always does.
What is Chris Pratt's
This,
like?
weird energetic voice that he does? Like like always sarcastically start
Yeah, I
that
think there
voice.
was one episode on Parks and Rec where he was depressed for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess that's going to be his entire lasagna, kind of.
Wait, Chris Pratt is no caddy daddy. I do not support. Yeah, someone also was like, someone also said on Twitter, and this one I don't agree with. He was like, "Come on, guys, Garfield is." I think he said is shy and sarcastic, and I was like, no.
I mean, shy in the fact that it only talks to like 2 people.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so it's like I was like basically so
Ben
you're saying it's like
kicks
Vinny
somebody's
Mancuso or Tom. Like Vinny Mancuso or Tom should be Garfield. And then I was like, wait, Vinny Mancuso or Tom should be Garfield.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea. I would pay to listen to Tom be Garfield.
Yes.
Because does Garfield talk that much? He's got a couple like
It's
things.
kind of monologues, actually. Yeah, he does
Yeah.
talk a lot.
You know, it's funny. There is a subreddit.
Sean, we just went over
We
this
just
for
went over
20
this.
this.
We already talked about Silver Surfer.
Okay,
And then-
Sean, here we go.
One more
She
time.
has it ready. She's ready.
Lawrence Fishburne.
So Silver Surfer is right there. I don't know what everyone's talking about. Doc Ock. That is an alien. That is Silver Surfer.
It's not green.
It's not green, and he's riding the lightning, just like Silver Surfer. I'm assuming. Anyway, that's the big thing there.
Yeah.
That's what we feel about it.
Yep.
And then I went through and I named all the Spider-Man villains I could,
Mhm.
including Doc Ock, Harry Hamlin, Dean DeHaan, the Lizard Professor, Electrode, and Sandman, and Topher Venom.
Yeah.
Topper, what's his face?
Oh, yeah.
And we can't forget Woody Allen as Carnage. Or Woody Allen. Oh,
What?
No.
Yeah.
Fuck?
Woody Allen.
Guys,
Oh my God! What a
I've
multiverse.
been locked in this jail for over 30 years.
No.
right?
I mean, it's just like if that and James Franco, we had to just keep them in a separate multiverse
No.
where they're not allowed to get out.
Which you guys haven't seen Let There Be Carnage yet, right?
No.
No, but why do you know
I'll
about
wait
it?
The
till-
best romance of
Yeah.
2021.
I'll wait till that dropped in my lap for free.
I listened to the Tom's review of it on his podcast network, and I also watched the end spoiler trailer, whatever little soundbite.
Yeah, I did see the post-credit scene because I was like, yeah.
That's not Green Goblin. That's the Silver Surfer. Dude, wearing green. Where do you see green, Sean? Where he's the same
You're
color as the
colorblind.
fucking sky.
I'm colorblind.
That's a blue goblin, if anything, and it's not goblin, it's an alien. Anyway, go ahead.
I want to pivot a little bit to talk about movie news related to just us, I guess. We're deeply enjoying bringing all the dogs back on screen.
They're on screen.
Yeah, they're fighting right now. We are very much enjoying the new Chucky TV series.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I did not know, and can I be honest? I did not know that Chucky, like I knew Chucky got funny, like and self-aware when Bride of Chucky. I didn't know that Chucky was like woke
Yeah.
and like on the. I don't know how Chucky started. Like if you asked me even before 2021 started, if like, who I'd like, or like if let's say 2016, who I'd like better at the end of 2021, Dave Chappelle or Chucky, the murdering doll. I don't know. I don't know why I would like ever think it was going to be Chucky. Woke ass Chucky. His kid is gender fluid. I have a queer kid too. You know, Jake, I got a queer kid. Really? Gender fluid. Like hearing Brad Dourif be so sincerely woke on this show, it's just amazing.
I like how every time you tell this story though, that your accent of it gets like much thicker.
Gender fluid.
Yeah.
Much like Brad Dourif in the Chucky movies,
Yeah.
my accent just kind of leans in heavier and
He
heavier.
likes the line. He really sells it.
Now-
And I just love how Jake immediately right afterwards like, so what do you think of that? I'm not a monster, Jake.
Yeah. He's like, so you're okay with that? He goes, Jake, I'm not a monster. It's so good.
So but because of that, we watched Seed of Chucky last night.
Oh, and I did not know that there was he's not just lying about his gender fluid kid.
Yeah.
He's got a kid that's gender
Yeah,
fluid.
he's a natural born doll son. Or it's a
Made
son,
in
dog,
Japan.
son, dog.
Yeah, it's not naturally born. And so, in fact, one could argue I'm still confused about how it was born because the
Yeah.
opening scene has like
Well-
like sperm and
Yeah,
stuff.
was that supposed to be foreshadowing of later, or is
Well,
that actually him?
that's
Oh, that's great question.
Well,
Great question,
that's
Jack.
I'm confused.
So those are the events of Bride of Chucky. In Bride of Chucky, they actually have like doll sex, like they do.
They
And then
do.
at the end of the film, she gives birth to a doll.
Wow, because she doesn't remember that.
She just, well, she was like dying when it happened, and so like
She was like completely dead by
Yeah,
that
yeah,
point. Like
yeah.
she just gave birth just because the script called for it.
Yeah, Voodoo.
It happens. It happens. It happens. So Billy Boyd plays Glenn Glenda in this. Funny thing about Glenn Glenda is that is both the name of the Ed Wood. It's like both a reference to Ed Wood. That movie is high camp. I don't know if the creator of it is himself gay or queer or whatever. Yeah, Don.
Chucky?
Yeah, Don.
Oh yeah. Don Mancini, he's openly gay.
Oh, I did not know that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
That makes so much sense because John Waters also plays a huge part
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in Bride of Chucky. And I was like, what is this about? This is so good. So that makes more sense about why this show is so progressive and woke and awesome.
Yes.
Also has the meanest bully I've ever seen on television.
Ooh,
Dear
oh
Lord.
God.
This one chick, this show has stars a bunch of 14-year-olds. Like kids that they keep referring to in middle school, but who are doing increasingly un-middle school like things like playing for regional track. Like I don't know if people did that in middle
Playing
school.
for track, yeah.
Like having like parties with alcohol. I feel like 13, 14 is a little young for that. Hosting their own true crime podcasts feels like these are all activities that I would believe in a high schooler, but not so much in middle school.
I believe the podcast thing. This kind of time.
But I don't believe that podcaster is not advertising his Patreon every day.
Yeah.
It's like that's the one thing.
They do have a GoFundMe that's referenced in the first episode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the Jeremy Hansen reference.
See?
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't seen Chucky, where is it playing?
It's on Sci-Fi. It's on Sci-Fi. You can also it's also available for rent and purchase on iTunes.
And guys,
iTunes,
this is
right?
not. This
Yeah.
show is not. This is an adult time show because like the
Oh,
show
yeah.
will tell you it's previously on fucking Chucky. Like I love how he curses. In my mind, there's two people who curse exceptionally well, and it is Matt Berry as Laszlo and Brad Dourif as Chucky.
Yeah.
And there's maybe one more. I can't
I
think of.
mean, both shows are. I mean, like again, you guys said both shows are horror, but then like, I completely forgot that while watching them, it's like, oh yeah, they're constantly swearing every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is where TV has gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean,
It's great.
I mean, like they only bleep one thing, and that's because I don't think they actually
Oh.
shot the words.
No, they did.
Okay.
It's up on YouTube somewhere.
No.
Like, yeah.
Yikes. Yikes.
Don't
They
wanna
definitely
point
call
out.
a 14-year-old a word that you don't want to be calling
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
But it's a great show. It's really progressive. That's really funny. I never thought about it, but like, of course, this show would be like evidence that Don Mancini is openly gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But good to know that. It is I just thought Chucky was just like randomly a queer ally, and that's the direction they decided to take the franchise,
And
which I thought was great.
Yeah, I saw someone like pitch like a movie sequel called The Pride of Chucky. And it was
Oh, Pride of
Yeah.
Chucky.
and it was like the Pride of Chucky was like about like it's like family like later on. Like
To be honest,
where
like-
Glenn and Glenda is today.
I think that they're gonna come back, right? Like Billy
Well,
Boyd
what's
not out?
We don't know because all we saw as relating to like continuity coming back into the TV show was Jennifer Tilly post a
Oh my God. Let me find this.
an
Which-
oddly sexual picture of her and
Fiona Dourif, who is
Which-
also canonical in this movie show.
Which makes more sense once you've seen Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care how much
It's
sense.
weird.
Still
It's
weird.
So weird.
Because she says, Chucky, like, we're waiting for you. And it's a picture of Brad Dourif's daughter sitting in sexy lingerie next to Jennifer Tilly, his
On a
supposed
bed.
wife, on a bed. So I don't know what that's supposed to, like, even mean for Chucky. I feel like Chucky, who is a rational serial killer, he's in a body of a doll, but you ever notice he acts, like, very rationally? And he,
Yeah.
like, that's what's funny. It's like his response to thing is, like, I might be a murderous doll, but you're fucking crazy. Like, that's his deal.
Yeah.
I don't know how he'd feel about that picture.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like, that's gross. I'm trying to pick up the Jennifer Tilly picture. What was it?
Yeah,
Instagram?
you gotta look up Jennifer Tilly Instagram. or Twitter.
Jennifer Tilly. Oh, is Instagram or Twitter?
Pretty sure it's Twitter.
Yeah.
She's-
That's why I saw it last time.
Okay, let's see. Jennifer Tilly, Chucky. Let's just put up Jennifer Tilly. She's great. I'm screen sharing. Sorry, guys.
Back to Spider-Man.
Yeah, back to Spider-Man. So yeah, let me find that picture real quick.
But see, here's the thing with like Jennifer Tilly, like she posts stuff. She used to post stuff like that all the time, way back when Seed of Chucky was coming out. Eventually,
Yeah.
like there's like a really weird photo where she's breastfeeding Glenn.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Yeah, I saw her make like a video.
That's gross, though.
Oh wait,
Still less gross.
Oh wait, so here's another weird one. This is, I think, her and Don Mancini in a bath with Chucky looking like he's CGI'd in. Hold on. I'm so confused about what they're doing here. Like,
photoshopped it. They couldn't put the
They
doll
photoshopped-
in them. They didn't have them at that time.
they couldn't Photoshop the doll in. That's what they're having problems with. Wait, they say art by, so I guess someone made this.
Yeah.
She also has this very weird thing on Instagram, and I'm not saying this is bad because like all power to her, where I don't know like how if she's just bad at social media or maybe great at social media, but she seems like unaware that Chucky is a fictional character. Like, and she seems to be like really trying hard to like convince us all that she doesn't think Chucky is a fictional character. Like she's always like, "Where's Chucky?" Like in this photo. There we go.
There we
Here's
go.
the
Oh,
weird.
there it is.
Here's a photo that's made us all a little uncomfortable, and we're gonna have to review this pending allegations. Let's see. Here we go. This is just Chucky. Ooh. Oh no. There we go.
Yeah.
That's Brad Dourif's daughter and Jennifer Tilly, his wife, his doll wife in the show.
No, Sean, that is not Green Goblin.
That's not Green Goblin. I should think that. Hey, I'm Larry.
You look in the back left corner. You see
Hey.
the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, so guys, if you zoom in, there's a Silver Surfer right back there. So it says, "We've been waiting for you," and it's his daughter in a bra. And like, I don't know, I don't like that.
No, thank you.
And who is she? Who is she canonically in the show or in the Chucky world?
Fiona Dorr.
Yeah.
She is the daughter of a woman that Chucky murdered when he
Oh.
was still Charles Lee Ray, still young.
Yeah.
Yes, and I know about this. Her name was Sarah, and the police were waiting for him outside. And I know this because it's on the fandom wiki article for Chucky, underneath which there is one comment that just says, "Whoa, is this shit real?"
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It's the best comment I've ever read on anything, especially
yeah.
anything on fandom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they truly go bonkers on fandom.
Yeah, is this shit real? Is maybe I'm gonna change that to my Twitter bio.
Hey, Ferris.
Hey, Ferris.
Bears.
How you doing?
Oh, woo!
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to show some love. Hope you all are doing well. Cheers.
Yay!
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Megan. Yeah, we're all doing well.
Yes, we're doing very well.
We are taking our time and doing some more movie watching and
I mean, I get, it's like elephant in the room is that I guess I have now departed from the Movie Trivia Schmoedown to just take care of myself for a little while for the foreseeable future, and it's been nice this like first couple days. I really had to put like almost like what I don't know what the opposite of going cold turkey is, but like jumping right into it for myself, which was just like really force myself to relax, which is something I haven't done since like the days when I worked a night shift with Andres for a couple of years, and like I would have to go in and I couldn't be on my computer or anything like that for the hours I was working. So I remember those specific times I had to like work and like force myself to just like relax for like 6 to 8 hours and like not work on stuff. And like haven't done that since I left that job and went back and
So that's
jumped into the Schmoedown.
so cold turkey on like work. You had to go cold turkey.
I
on
guess yeah, but like hot chicken on like relaxing.
Hot chicken.
Yeah.
Like, see, you called that resting, and even still, that was work.
Yeah.
That job was stressful as all hell, and you called that relaxing.
Yeah, I guess. Well, for me, I worked the night shift, so like I got like many hours where like nothing was happening. So
Oh
yeah,
goodness.
so I would like relax there. But no, the last couple of days, like I've really just jumped into relaxing with Drew and like we're like really trying to prioritize stuff that we just couldn't really do before. Like I love the show and love working really really hard for the show, but once I realized what had to happen, I like there's like doors and windows opened up as to like what I could do with my time now.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of that I decided to like not fill with like immediate work, but more of like just relaxation that I haven't like been able to experience for
You've gone on a bender of
year.
self-care.
Yeah.
It's great.
We watched after you guys left last night. We watched a whole other movie just because we could, and then we went to bed at 1 a.m., which I don't know if for you guys that is so luxury. I don't think we've ever gone to bed at 1 a.m. Ever since I've met you.
Yeah. Yeah, fair saying. What, you rested using work? What the fuck?
That's some nonsense. Come on, Ferris. You like do trivia game show practice with me while you were at work.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen you at home. I've seen you at home once, Ferris, and I cannot believe that was your actual home. I
Yeah.
just believe that's the back end of that bodega.
Really, I just thought that was his workshop.
Yeah.
Like I just always think that's
I
like.
thought he just curled up under the counter and went to a nap.
Yeah. I just think he goes into stasis.
Yeah, but I've in the last couple of days I've been like catching up on like a lot of sleep that I feel like I've missed out for over like the year or so.
Yeah.
And as much as I love the show and it was like it was a great thing to be part of, it was very demanding and like that was something I put on myself to a point where like I realized like I need to just I can't overwork myself beyond. It's like almost like when you're eating and you get like too much food and you think like I can handle this, your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Yeah.
You just force yourself to like do it because you're already invested and it's already right in front of you.
Well, I will say this. I mean, like, you are such a big fan of the show, and that's not going to change. Like, you're still going to Spectacular. You're still going to be involved with the community. That's like not changing at all. It's just you were working to the extent that like we could never go see a movie and we could never go get a bite to eat or do anything. And I think that this is going to be like a really good period of time. I don't know.
And it was tough, and it was like I did my best, and like in the show and everyone involved did their best too to accommodate that because it was a lot. It was a big, huge learning curve over the last like year and a half, just doing all this stuff digitally. It was not what we intended to do. So like the way things like shook out. I think finally just came to the point where like I realized I needed to like take care of myself, which I'm very proud to say that I did, and I'm happy everyone was very supportive of it.
Yeah, we really
absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Nobody
Like,
works harder than Eric does. Like in the 5 years that I've been here in LA, like Eric has just been like, I don't know, just as much of a friend as you are to me, like you're just also an inspiration in terms of just balancing with all that stuff and how you just, kind of push through and like, dude, no one works harder than you, man. So there you go. So I'm just really happy that you're getting some time for yourself.
Yeah, I think it's actually like very cool and inspirational too that you are taking this time, because I think that like we do sort of prioritize and fetishize in a way like workaholism, especially as it pertains to contracting work and like gig and hustling. We we live in a world now where like no one has full-time jobs with benefits and like 401ks anymore. So like everything like is like, how good is your hustle? How much, like how hard are you working? How many hours are you logging in? Yeah. And so I think it's really cool and like a little bit inspirational that you're taking a step back and going, okay, what's really important here?
And I would have loved to round out the year with this, but there just comes a point where you realize like you just like, especially with Spectacular is such a huge undertaking, and I would have loved to have done it and to like put the nail on the coffin like in that sense. But just like making that the exclamation point on this story right for now. But,
the exclamation point on the coffin.
Yeah, that's what it is. Looks like a nail.
It looks like a nail.
Yeah. But
and what did it say on the headstone?
Yeah, it said worked really hard.
Yeah, no. I was thinking about the Pale Bill Volume 2.
But because it's such a huge undertaking, I realized like it's probably not in my best interest to push myself to that limit right now, and it had to happen the way it did, unfortunately, and fortunately. Yeah. And I just remember distinctly when I was, when all this was happening, when I was going to leave the job with Andres, I had to do this and other stuff full time as a contractor. I talked to Jason Inman about it because he had a comic book fundraising event that he was doing for the military, and he said, just make sure one thing that you do is like don't work like every hour every day, like because like you have the time to work, like you have the time to work, but also make sure you have the time like to yourself.
Right. You have to switch off.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of like that balance slipped for me a little bit over time.
Yeah, well, but especially because like the Schmoedown, and for like for me too, and for like many of us, it just becomes like it's not even like for us it's work so much, but it does become like your entire thing. Like it's all our friends, obviously. It's like it's our social community. It's work. It's like study. It's hours we put into our life, and then some of us have jobs in other areas. But like I know for me at least, like I moved back to LA specifically because of the events of like Schmoedown and stuff like that. Sort of ended up the way it did, but I also like wanted to because a lot of my friends and community were back here. The point that when we even saw Eternals today outside of the theater, we ran into Ethan Irwin and Paulo Yama, who invited us to a private screening that Ethan was having. So we got to go to that, and that was just like outside the studio. So like, I feel like that when it's your whole world and it's also your job and it's also everything else, and there was really no time for anything else.
Yeah, on top of the fact that there's a couple things like I just that health things, like physical health things that have been not necessarily like pressing, but stuff that I've wanted to like definitely get addressed. And again, it's like having the time to do that, but then also like mentally go through that process has been like just hard to balance over this past year.
I won't lie, it's been a tough, difficult week for several reasons. And the changing of the job is always like going to be in itself like a little bit of a change is difficult. Change is always hard, and new stuff does not sit well for me. On top of my own shit that I have going on, it's been, again, like I hate to use this word, but it's been like really inspirational to see how well you just handle your business. Like you just are like a consummate professional, and I think that everything that you've been doing and will continue to do is just like a good guiding North Star for me to be like, okay, that's how you behave in public. that's how you act on Twitter and social media. That's how you are a decent human being and don't freak out at stuff all the time. Jesse's saying next Saturday we're doing fundraiser to see if I can make it spectacular. I can't wait to see you guys, and everyone is invited to the stream. Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll be in well, I don't know if we'll still be in Tulare, but either way, it's all remote. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to make it out to where we were.
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to.
Where are you, Jess? I forgot. Like, what state or city?
I'm going to be in Delaware for Thanksgiving. Is anyone else going to be in Delaware? Hey, Marcus.
Yeah. Hello, Marcus.
So Jesse just finished off. It is a continuation that, like when I said that, like Chucky's whole thing is that he has a queer kid who's gender fluid. Like this is directly after the events of, or like directly relating to the events of Seed of Chucky.
Yes.
I don't know if it's
Seed and then.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen the other two, so I can't speak to that. But the gender fluid kid is obviously a reference to Glenn Glenda. Yeah,
I feel like that was probably like, almost like the linchpin of like what this show was based off.
Yes, this is obviously what it is. It's like it's a pride, like it's like
Pride of Chucky,
it's Pride of Chucky, and I love that. That's like, and it's as random or like seemingly as random as like if Halloween Kills, like the messaging was like he was anti-bullying, and that's what he was trying to teach the people of Haddonfield was like, see what bullying can do to you.
Yeah,
like he's just waving through a window like he's Dear Evan Hansen. Like he's just the broken arm Michael Myers.
One of my favorite tweets for Halloween Kills was someone just saying, shout out to the girl on my Halloween Kills screening that watched the whole Matrix trailer.
No, not Matrix.
At the end, and then at the end when Jonathan Groff appears on screen, it says, back to the Matrix. She just let out a loud, oh.
Because she wasn't aware there was a Matrix movie. Wait, but like, what's the other shout out to somebody in my Halloween Kills?
So shout out to the person in my Halloween Kill screening saying, I can't believe they made another Scream movie.
At first I was like, they're not watching Scream. And I realized, it's because they watched the Scream trailer and was like trying to be down on the fact that that's a reboot or like that's a sequel
like,
and not Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So off top of our head, real quick, there's Jason X at 10.
Where's
Jason and a reboot. So Jason had the Friday the 13th franchise has 12 films, correct?
Ugh, got my hair.
Yes, 12.
12. So it is kind of a shame that Halloween will beat it to 13 films.
Oh no!
Friday the 13th does.
Wait.
And we were supposed to get a 13th film like 2 or 3 years ago, and then freaking Rings killed it. Yeah. So there you go.
Wait. Are we counting Manhattan?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're counting
Manhattan and Freddy vs. Jason.
And an X-Space one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
So there are 12 Friday the 13th films.
God.
And by the next year, there will be 13
And the
Halloween
Padalecki?
Yes.
It's 12?
Yes, 12.
Yeah.
So I think that officially makes Michael Myers the winner.
Yeah.
But that's like really depressing because it's like the 13th. It's like his. Well, you know what? To be fair, his day was never like really his day. He doesn't celebrate it. Like I don't even think it was the day he died. It can't be his.
Is it birthday?
Is Friday the 13th his birthday?
Yeah.
Can't be because the 13th would fall on a different day every fucking year. That's the thing. It would not be.
But he's not killing
The
for
one
his
he was
birthday.
born on was a Friday.
Yeah.
It's the canonical one.
What is that canon?
It is.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
okay.
It was the day that he was born. It was also the day that he drowned.
He drowned.
Oddly enough.
So what you're telling me is like 6 years later, it just happened to, or 10 years later, it also happened to fall on Friday the 13th. I guess that
It's
makes
just
sense.
every Friday the 13th, he just goes on a bender.
Yeah.
But that would happen to once every 7 years, or I don't know how often.
It
Like
doesn't have to be the same birthday. It's just
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not his birthday.
Actual
Right.
birthday,
Yeah.
So, but it is
he's not
kind of
just
like
like-
he's celebrating
yeah.
his birthday.
He's not just like happy birthday to me.
It's his very unbirthday.
No, but his mom is probably like happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just sort of like he's calendar man, like it's on various months. Like it doesn't really matter what month it is, as long as it's Friday the 13th. They're just gonna celebrate his unbirthday.
Yeah.
Well, he needed to beat Jason. That's all.
Yeah.
But we did see the latest episode of Chucky, and we watched Chucky. So all we need to do is watch a
Oh yeah.
Colt to Chucky. I think that will kind of catch us up where we need to be as far as continuity stuff to be able
I'm
to,
broke,
hey.
but love you with my wallet mothballs.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you,
Means a lot.
Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. We appreciate it.
But I will say one thing though, Curse for everything that it does, I think that's actually one of the better Chucky films going forward, actually, because like
Which one's
the
first?
atmosphere and the vibe is
After
totally there.
Seed. So
No,
it's
is
like
it
the
gonna
kind of
be
the
so-
soft
How many are
reboot.
there?
Yes.
How many are there?
So-
Wait, soft reboot, and then there's the hard
not
reboot?
really.
There's
This is
no,
dark.
there's no hard
It's a
reboot.
lot.
But-
No, the Child's Play was a hard
yeah, you're right. I totally forgot that film existed. But anyway, so including the
We
reboot,
all do.
yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's Bride, Seed, Curse, Cult, and the reboot. So that's 8.
But the reboot is not even
Yeah.
in the
They just ignore
continuity.
Yeah,
it.
but-
I'm
As
saying
far
how
as,
many
like, this-
movies he gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. How many does Freddy have?
Oh.
7?
No, way more than 7 because he's got at least no. Here we go. We go up to 5, 6, 7. It's Dream Masters 4, Dream Warriors is 3, Dream
Nine.
Masters
9.
4, Dream isn't something between Dream Master and Dream Child, or is Dream Child next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Freddy's dead.
Freddy, and then Freddy's dead, and then New Nightmare,
Mhm.
and then Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
I think that might be
Then
it.
the reboot.
Oh, then the reboot.
Yeah.
So how many is it?
Nobody counted.
No, I was counting that was 9.
Okay, that's 9. And so
6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah. 9.
So he gets 9. Not Michael. Jason gets 9, and yet they were like in a crossover together. So it feels like there's and a reboot. They all got crossovers and reboots.
Yeah.
Feels like they should have more than Michael or
Yeah.
Chucky. But like Chucky and Michael both have
Those-
more.
I mean, are
Those-
you counting
Yeah.
3 for Halloween? Are you counting that?
Wait.
Yeah, I'm counting
Halloween
season with.
3.
I'm counting
Yeah.
season
Oh
with.
yeah.
Oh, I said Michael
Because
Myers
you
films.
You
Yeah.
could say if you're
Ten-
going
yeah.
specifically for Michael Myers, you could take that away from him and
That's
even it
technically-
out.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Just saying.
I mean, but he appears in the
There's
movie,
an
but only
asterisk on it right now.
Yeah.
he appears in the film, but only as a like diegetic piece of fictional media that
Yeah,
exists in
yeah,
the background.
Yeah, they're playing Halloween in the background.
Which is great because that means Halloween is a movie in that world.
Yeah,
Hey, we got a new subscriber.
Oh,
thank you.
thank you.
Oh, it's Jess Kiwi from the stream that we're on the North, Muslim North.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Hi, Kiwi Jess. I remember you.
Yes.
So I like this idea. He puts a candle in a cracked open head and blows it out. Is that Michael or is that Jason?
It's Chucky. Just kidding.
I gotta say the credits to Chucky. I know Delia is hating this conversation. The credits to Chucky are so good. It's so good.
They're all different every week, guys.
It's fun. So the guy who has the most is Jason, and yet Jason's like the least interesting of any of them. What's Tulpa doing?
Chewing on the
Trying to
chair.
adjust
I think
the
she's
chair.
hungry.
But Jason and Chucky, they both have one thing in common. They're both from New Jersey.
Oh my God! No, we don't. He's not from New Jersey. He's from Chicago.
No. He was a Lakeshore Strangler, but he was born in Hackensack, New Jersey.
that's
Oh, right.
So-
Hackensack. The Hackett show is in Hackensack. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. They're both from New Jersey. I always thought the better mashup would have been Jason versus Michael, because then you can just have them be like, you know, big lunky spy versus spy
Flash
thing.
off.
Yeah, slash off, and just have those big kills. And the really good mashup here is Chucky versus Freddy
Yeah.
for like a quip off.
Yes.
Oh
Because
my
those
God.
guys would be so funny to get. You know that they would be
It's
best
just a roast
friends.
battle.
Yeah, it's just it's just the end of 8 Mile. It's just gonna be amazing.
I am small. I am a doll.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me something they don't know about me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do have a gender fluid kid. And I'm sure like Freddy's also like, wait, guys, I never said I hated gay people. Chucky said, Freddy Krueger's like, I'm not turf. Like, that's
Oh
not
God.
my deal. I kill children. I'm not a monster. Hey, Brendan,
Oh.
saying,
You are a legend, Eric.
Yay.
I support you in all you choose to put your brilliant mind to.
Thank you, Ren.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, Brennan's a legend.
Brendan is a legend
Brendan
now.
is a champion.
Yeah.
Champion. It's almost better than legend. You guys, I'm going to teach you how to do this donation sub notifications. It's just like a thing you add on if you're using OBS. But I
Yeah.
think the thing is you're not using OBS. So
Yeah.
that's a whole ask Dwayne.
Yes. Ask Dwayne if you want like clear shirt. Do a little workshop with Drew if you want to have a good time.
Yeah, if you want to have like me get very flustered and confused, but like we'll do Jello shots or something. It'll be fun. So I was
Since
just
you had
saying,
those Jello shots over at April's, man.
Yeah.
I don't drink that much, but I've become addicted to making Jello shots and then eating them surreptitiously out of the fridge with like not even a spoon, just like my hands. I'm just pulling it out of the little Jello molds, which aren't really Jello molds. They're just the ice cube trays that we have lying around the house. And I'm like, no one will notice this. Like, no. I'm like, it's 2 p.m. And that's how I'm feeding my new
the
alcohol.
thing is, like, you don't have to make them Jello shots. You can just make Jello.
I could, but like that wouldn't do the
Gotta give 'em a little bit of
purpose.
hint.
I say, but like you also like.
I could make gummies, but like they would just be candy.
Yeah, but you also do
I get
that.
it.
You also like to just eat candy.
That's fair. God, that's fair.
That also
Anyway,
satisfies you.
that also satisfies me. That's very funny. I do want a Chucky gender fluid shirt. Can someone please make that? I think the show should make that.
Yeah.
Like the show, I don't know if people are talking about it that much, but like people really should be championing the fuck out of the show.
It's
Yeah.
been tweeted quite a bit.
It's insane. Every week I seem to see more people buzzing about it.
I mean, that was my most popular tweet in a while. I was like, I don't know why, like suddenly Chucky's more popular, like, and they're cooler than Dave Chappelle. Like everyone retweeted that. It's like the thing was my pinned tweet for a while.
Yeah.
But just Brad Dourif is the best, and I think we can all admit that he's a national treasure that I didn't really know about until like way later than I should have, because I didn't watch Lord of the Rings. So I was just like, I don't know, I didn't know that guy was a dude.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, but like in terms of Brad Dourif being like a national treasure, did you see that footage of him rehearsing for Chucky way back when?
No.
Like he's
I know
pretending to be the doll.
Well, no, I didn't know about this from writing about it. Didn't he have to like go on set and pretend to be the doll? Like he would like play opposite Chris Sarandon and stuff. Like he would show up on set and like act opposite the kid, and then they would just fix the eyeline with like a doll.
I
Or
think that
something.
voice like really brings out a very different reaction if you're just told it's a doll.
Yeah.
So
It's a scary doll, and it's like, no, that scary doll has like a hard Jersey accent.
And like a horrible scream.
and one of the like weirdest things that they tried doing, at least with that original movie, was Brad Dourif was on set rehearsing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But the thing was, he did it thinking that he was going to be replaced because they were just going to have the doll's voice.
Oh yeah.
The doll's voice was actually supposed to be that. Hi, I'm Chucky.
It's actually played by the guy who did the voice for the My Buddy dolls.
Yeah,
it was the
supposed to
same
be
guy.
that, and then
Exactly.
they did the entire cut of a movie. I mean, they did the entire cut of the first Chucky with that voice, and they're like, bring Brad Dourif in.
I mean, if they had the original guy.
I mean, that's hilarious. Wait, that's hilarious that he was afraid of being replaced. So his idea was just to go hard Jersey.
Yeah.
He's like, better make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, does Brad Dourif? Is that how he talks?
No, not at
He just
all.
made a choice because, like, again, the North Shore
Yes.
Strangler is not in the Lake Shore Strangler is not in the first movie from New Jersey. It takes place in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like they don't make up.
He made that happen.
Oh, my other favorite thing about this series. Oh my god, it's my favorite thing. Is they finally addressed this, and I screamed out loud at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
They're like, he's called the Lakeshore Strangler, which is weird because he like mostly stabbed people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, finally.
Like, he never really strangled anyone though.
He never really strangled anyone. An issue I've had with the entire franchise.
He's only really strangled one person. And that's in the beginning of the third film, and they finally like just went like nothing like a little strangulation to get the circulation going. And I'm like, that's the only one time in the entire
I mean,
franchise.
they've shown the doll jumping on people's backs just to show the little feet kicking,
Yeah.
which is one of my favorite things in the entire franchise, but it's always get thrown off.
Oh yeah, he always gets thrown off because he's small, and I get it. But like, I get that he's small now, and so maybe he used to be the Lakeshore Strangler.
Well,
but
they bring that up too in the show, where he's like, you try strangling someone with these.
you know what? Honestly, though, you try stabbing someone with those, or like the first kill he has in the original Child's Play is he throws a woman out the window,
Yeah.
which seems like it would be way harder than strangling somebody.
with a freaking hammer to the face. Like
Yeah, so like that involved him holding in his little doll hands.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying that he could have worked out a pulley and lever system of strangulation, like he was the Halloween the long Halloween killer.
Oh yeah, the holiday killer.
The holiday killer, yeah.
No more good guy dolls.
So I think something I do want to talk about. Oh, hey, hello.
Gender fluid.
Yeah.
I love it. I love saying I've got a queer son. Really? Gender fluid.
It's the gender fluid and the hell yeah. Drew's thing.
You're Emma Stone.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm good at doing impressions if it's like the 3 things that I like.
Oh,
yes, Kiwi Jasmine.
Thank you, Jess.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Just for that, you'll get 2 more. Gender fluid.
Yeah,
I'm not a monster, Jake.
Yeah, Jess, let us know next time you guys do one of those like weird 24-hour streams.
Yeah, those are fun.
Those are really fun. Let us know. We'll jump on again.
And we always like being up late at night.
Yeah.
Although it was so, I have to say, that was like a novelty. Last night, we were just like 1 a.m. and we were like, why don't we
We
just
could go to bed.
go to sleep?
Yeah.
Now, the opposite side of that, the flip side is then I woke up at like 10 a.m.
You woke up at like 7 and
Oh,
you were
no.
like, I'm awake. Like, I can't go back to sleep.
I was like, I hate this. I like waking up at noon, the time that God meant for me to arise. Noon to 3 p.m. That's the time that I wake up. And I just had too much of the day, and then I got really cranky by like the afternoon. And I was like, "Is this like the slump that everyone talks about? Like I'm sort of like need a nap or something. I hate it. I hate it."
Something I do want to talk about for I think probably the remainder of the show because of the topic. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, we'll definitely make it for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to ask Adelia, give us a nod or thumbs up if you have seen Dune yet.
Dune.
She has not.
She has
Okay,
not.
I don't want to spoil anything then. Just make sure.
Well, I don't think there's much to spoil in Dune.
Okay, yeah, I guess. I mean, even
Hey, Adelia, do you know that there's sandworms?
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
She's
that's
saying
a
yes?
major thing.
Okay, so let's
That
just talk about sandworms, and we can talk about the voice. I feel
Okay,
like
it's good.
Oh.
I'll talk about Dune a little bit. No spoilers. Okay.
that's the spoilers for what? I don't even know what's happening in that movie. Like I don't know.
There are some spoilers that you can say. Like obviously.
Okay, so there's this guy named Paul. He has no good worm ideas. He has a mom who has a very scary indoor voice, and he's practicing his indoor
Oh, okay.
voice.
She said she's read the books. It's fine.
Oh yeah! Oh wait! It's
Oh.
Adelia's favorite book series. What am I
Okay.
talking about? It's her favorite book
Okay,
series.
can't spoil anything then. Okay.
We can't spoil
we
anything.
just can't spoil what happens to Liette. That's it.
To who?
Who?
Liette Kynes.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
What are
the
you
person that builds this
Yeah,
still scenes.
the scientists.
Boom.
What?
Oh,
Boom.
the lady that like the
I walk
front
in both worlds.
Yeah.
right?
Like,
Oh yeah, but she was not a scientist. She was the
She's
the
like
Peter.
she's like the liaison.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like the not Peter Sellers, not it's Alec Guinness. It's not who played him in the original movie?
Peter
It was
O'Toole.
That
Peter
was-
O'Toole. It's the Peter O'Toole
No,
character.
No, that wasn't Peter O'Toole.
Yeah, that's the Peter O'Toole character.
That was Max von Sydow in the original movie.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. Max von. Or is it Peter Toole?
They all look alike.
I'm gonna Google it because I
Look it up.
swear to God.
I'm pretty sure it was Christopher Plummer.
Yeah. Let's see.
Christopher Plummer
Dune.
replaced him.
Lynch.
Keep that picture up.
Yeah. Let's keep this up. Let's bring this back up, guys. Yeah. Let's make sure this stays up.
Yeah. That'll be our default picture.
That will just be. I'm just gonna open this in a new tab and have that just be. Stop it here. Share. Stop screen. That.
You good.
There we go. It's there.
That's just gonna be the picture for their next to the thing.
Yeah. Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Garth.
Garth.
Ooh.
Hey, cool kids. I'm so happy that you are taking time to yourself for a while, Eric.
Oh.
I hope you can actually relax and maybe discover this cool new thing called a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
I hear it's all the rage.
Yeah.
I love you all.
Thank
Aw.
you, Garth. I
Thank
really,
you, Garth.
Thank
really
you, Garth.
appreciate that. I'm gonna say it is not an exaggeration. It's not even a joke. Like I think I've had more sleep like in this last 3 days than I have in like the whole year.
I know that that's not a joke. Like you sleep in 2 or 3 hour increments that start usually at 7 or 8 a.m. and will go to you will sleep 2 hours and you'll wake up to go back to work and then you'll sleep and we'll wake up maybe at 1 or 2, but you have been waking up intermittently to go check on stuff and render stuff because you have other jobs too. This Schmoedown was not your only job.
And yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because I did work on other stuff at the same time, and that was added to.
You're doing Amazon trailers,
the stuff that I was doing, and opportunities that came my way. But at the same time, taking this break, it is nice to have those things in my back pocket just to keep a little money coming in, so I don't have to stress too much about finding new work right now. I'm trying to focus on myself.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched you turn down a lot of work over the past year.
Yeah.
Turn down a lot of stuff because everyone wants you as an editor because you're really, really good at it. Obviously,
Yeah, he's really talented.
Um,
Have you seen his stuff?
Max von Sydow. Yeah, it makes him sound more regal. It does. Is he still alive or is he dead?
Oh, yeah, he's alive.
He's like,
No. Max von Sydow?
oh,
He's dead.
he just passed away, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
he passed away right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
here's a
it
picture of
was
Jennifer
the-
Chili and Brianna Dorff to cheer us up.
Jennifer Tilly.
Just think about Brad Dourif like coming home and being like, Jennifer, what the fuck?
Fiona, what the fuck are you doing?
Fiona, put a shirt on. That's just really funny. Yeah, he died recently. Yeah.
But speaking of Dune,
Dune.
Yeah.
Dune.
uh,
How you Dune?
it's funny. Again, we're not going to spoil Eternals, but there were a lot of comparisons that one could make about Dune and Eternals in terms of critical analysis.
Yeah, and I think in terms of audience reception, especially because I walked into Eternals like kind of like the way I walked into Dune by being like, I don't really want to see this movie. Like, I'm not into long movies that have involved like intense like I know they're gonna involve like intense topics and people being super serious about stuff. Like that's not the kind of stuff that I like want to go into. Like I've never seen Schindler's List or anything.
Oh, God.
You know, I don't like a lot of like hard sci-fi world building. So like I didn't walk into either of those movies thinking I was gonna like this, and I walked away really loving both of them. Like really, really, truly love both of them. I think I love Dune a lot more, but like I tried to really like Eternals.
Yeah, I think both films open with a crawl.
They both of them. There's a
Dune is like a sentence.
Yeah, it's like a sentence.
Dune is
Yeah.
way less than
It's
like
like
the Dune
dreams
movie.
are from you.
And it's before like
The
the
opening
actual
logos.
production. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a choice.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, Dune was like Dune has its own like little thing, but this had like a crawl that was so intense that like by the end of it, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, sorry, like I need to circle back here. Who is this person? Hey,
They gave you enough time to like read every paragraph twice.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is great. I was like, I'm gonna remember the names because they already told me.
oh really? Because I by the end of like the crawl, I wanted to like scroll up. I was kept turning over to Eric. I was like, so wait, which one is this one?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna remember this one.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
with
Luckily, we've all been primed in Dune to know whose name is Paul. It was on the poster. Timothy Chalamet is Paul, and then the name of the character played by
Duncan, Idaho.
no, Duncan Idaho is a character, but also Paul is just really funny as compared to the one played by Dave Bautista, who's like,
like something the barbarian.
like no, he's like something the mind flayer or something. He's got some real Stranger Things sounding names.
It's Paul, and then his mom's name is Jessica.
His mom's name is Jessica,
Lady Jessica.
Paul, Jessica.
Rule the universe.
and then everyone else's name is fucking nuts. Even Duncan Idaho is still like
my friend Zach, our old coworker.
Oh, yeah.
He had the best take on that. He said Duncan Idaho sounds like a brand of potatoes.
so like Garcia and like Duncan Idaho Boston cream donuts.
Yeah, I have seen a Dunkin' Idaho with the Dunkin' Donuts font. I was like, I fucking want that on a shirt.
Yeah.
That makes it seem like in the Dune universe, like because Dune takes place in the future as opposed to Star Wars, it takes place in the very far past, right?
Yeah.
So I believe in Dune, they know about like Earth stuff and they think it's cute.
Yeah.
Like so it's like retro.
It's a kitschy name.
Yeah, kind of like they say in the opening of Chucky, like what's the difference between vintage and retro? About $10.
Yeah.
Swish to that writer's room. Just love that. It's so perfect. America runs on Duncan, Idaho.
Yeah.
Kinda does.
Yeah, and I told you this before. I'm very upset with every like coffee company that didn't jump on Dune to get some kind of pumpkin spice promo going. Like,
Oh my God,
right?
yeah.
Dunkin' on top of the sandworm. Like it
Oh
would've been
my
fucking
God.
amazing.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's like, yeah, the spice melange,
Yeah.
like your Starbucks spice melange. That would have been so
Can't
good.
start my day without my spice. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think as you pointed out about the spice movie, it like is both fuel and can make you really high. So
It
it's
does
basically
anything you want.
So it's basically the same as like puffing gasoline.
Yeah.
It's like, does glue make you high?
Yeah, like exactly. If you puffed like a bunch of gas, like it would make you super high. You just have a bunch of hallucinations. Make you like the messiah of the firmament.
Maybe like the messiah of ferment.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, so we're doing a bad job explaining this. And Dagan saying I like how all the names sound normal. Let me just bring up for a second the other names in the show.
Yeah, it's just the two, really.
Wait, on the show or?
In the movie, sorry.
Dune, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, okay. For some reason, all I keep thinking for Dave Bautista is Faye Rathard. It's not that one.
Okay,
No,
no.
it's-
Okay,
I'm
come on.
so-
You know what? I got it. Here's the cast. It is the cast is
To be fair, he's
Oh, God.
not in it.
Dave Bautista as Glosso Rabin. I feel like that was not.
Raban. Yeah,
Raban.
that's his name.
But
Raban.
doesn't he have like a weird name like
He
the
has like a
Destroyer?
nickname. It's like the
Yeah, he
it's like
probably has a moniker or
the
something.
barbarian or something like that.
So this is what I mean. Oscar Isaac's name is Duke Leto. Like they obviously know about Earth, and they think it's funny that we had like Jared Leto as a guy. And they were like,
He will go down in history, apparently.
yeah. Zendaya is Channy, which reminds me of that like really funny thing when she was in that abominable, maybe not abominable, but the
Yeah.
other one that was like about the snowman?
Smallfoot?
Which one was she in though? Because like they had the whole thing was like Zendaya is Michi.
I think she was
She's
a
in
Smallfoot,
Smallfoot.
yeah.
You guys know the internet meme I'm talking about, where a guy like made a song where he just like ran across like all the posters and he's like, and Zendaya is Michi, because like because it just sounds like nonsense words.
No.
Like saying Zendaya is Michi a bunch of times because that's the character
Yeah,
name.
Michi.
He's like Danny DeVito is Grogu or something, and it's like and Zendaya is Michi.
I did not see that. Sorry.
Really?
Wait,
Josh Brolin is Gurney Halleck. Stellan Skarsgård is Vladimir Harkonnen. The Harkonnens. Then there's Thufir Hawit. There's Cheney. There's Peter DeVries, who that's sort of a normal name. Wellington Yu, Dr. Leet Kynes, Gaius Helen Mohim, Duncan Idaho, Stilgar, Jameis Herald of the Change. He doesn't get a real name, I guess. Yeah, that's
It
that
really
guy.
sounds like you're trying to do a curse right now.
Shadow. Yeah, I was gonna say, and shout out Mate.
Yeah.
And shout out Mapes. That's his name. Shout out Mapes.
Shout out.
Shout out Mapes. He was a Furman. Beast Raban. That's what he is. It's the Beast
The
Raban.
Beast, yeah,
Thank
the
you.
Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Schmoedown name. So
Yeah, you know what else sounds normal? Uncle Owen. I always thought that was weird. That's why I guess I confuse it for Spider-Man, because Uncle Owen does not sound like a name you have in space.
yeah.
A space world where you get to go from queen to senator, or like queen, like you go from princess to general and
Well,
queen
he's
to
a simple
senator.
farmer. He can have a normal name.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying feudal systems all sorts of off in that
Yeah.
world. You start out as like the highest rank of royalty, and then you move down
Well,
into
it's
like
funny.
Commander Cody. That's
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny to think that like the royalty monarchy title of like queen is like per that planet, but then they're like, but you're a senator for like the galactic republic. So
or like you're a general for the rebellion.
yeah.
Yeah. We should think, is Admiral Akbar, like, did he start out a king? Is he like King Akbar?
King Akbar. On his moment.
What's his first name? Is
and
it something alliterative?
I don't think so. I think we looked this up. I don't think it's
That'd
alliterative.
be too much. Like a AAA kind of thing. So.
Let's see.
Okay.
I know him as just General Akbar.
I know it's not alliterative. I know we've looked this up, but someone tell me what his first name is.
I don't think it's.
Is it like Garth?
Let's see.
Garth
It is,
Akbar?
Fish head out. Akbar.
John G. Bannon is also a weird name for the X-Wing pilot. I knew it started with
Gyal. Gial.
Gyal Akbar.
Yeah.
Gyal Akbar, ready for this?
Someone from the Star Wars division is like yelling at.
Wow,
us,
look, no, we have
"Fish,
three
you
people. Hey, stop it, Tulba. We have 3 people that are just yelling Gyal.
Yeah.
Yow.
Hey, come here.
Yeah. Where's Brendan when we need him?
He's here.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna put you in my lap, and that's how you're gonna be happy. That's right. Oh yes.
Okay. You take the small one.
I'm gonna trip.
Uh-oh.
Don't
Careful,
trip. Don't trip
careful.
with
You got this.
I got her.
Okay.
There he goes.
Now you settle down. You settle down. You're in my lap now.
Okay, no. Okay. Now you gotta do it. Now she comes.
I want to be on the left.
Queen of what though? She can't be queen of Alderaan. Alderaan don't exist. She queen of nothing.
Not anymore.
Admiral Akbar Snack Bar is pretty good. I always thought it'd be really funny to have him like be like hosting Legends of the Hidden Temple and be like, "Don't go down that way, it's a trap." Any situation where you can get him saying it's a trap would be very funny.
Yeah. But
Dune.
Yeah, Dune. Without
Oh, yeah,
spoilers.
Dune.
We keep
My main-
talking about that.
My main point is that Eternals and Dune are very similar, and I end up liking both. I think I like Dune a little bit more.
Yeah, Dune was
So-
dope.
Overall.
Dude, I wouldn't. Well, also we didn't get to see Eternals in IMAX because of going to the other screening.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it would have been as impactful as seeing Dune in IMAX. I mean, that movie in IMAX was like
There's
a
just-
religious experience
Yeah,
for
I
me.
mean,
Yeah.
Eternals. I think Eternals look good.
It looked great.
It looked great,
And it could have
but-
looked better
but
on
the-
IMAX, I'm sure.
but the amount of work that Dune had to do to build like a new like visual language of like what you're seeing like in existence
Mhm.
was like really astonishing. To make it look seamless and like believable without looking like hokey or fabricated or just like weird. Don't do like this it was a huge like accomplishment, and that was like a great one to see in IMAX. And I told Drew after we didn't see Eternals in IMAX, I was like, you know what? I saw Dune in IMAX. I'm actually like
That's all we need.
accomplished. I feel accomplished for
That's
the year.
good for the year.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it.
Like I don't care if I see anything else on IMAX. As long as I saw Dune.
But well, how did it look in IMAX? I'm sure it looked great because like there were some sequences in Eternals that really like really did show a scope of like things that were not battles that I thought would have looked really cool.
Particularly, just so you can.
We saw it in IMAX.
Yeah,
we
so
saw it.
If you can confirm this, I assume the scenes where they're talking to the Celestials
Well,
look
probably looked
particularly
amazing.
astonishing.
They
Yeah.
definitely encompass like the scale of it because when we're in that screen, you're just like, holy
Yeah,
crap!
you feel
it
like
was
you're in
giant.
it.
Yeah.
So,
But the thing that was kind of distracting was that for myself, because I'm a nerd about this, but the ratio kept changing so much within the same scene itself.
Oh,
like,
wait,
when they're
really?
talking to the Celestials.
Yeah, because like certain sequences are shot in IMAX, but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so same with like Dune, but like I'm just saying that not only did they shoot in IMAX and then like regular format, they also shot in a different like third
In the digital IMAX.
digital IMAX format. So it was like
What's digital IMAX?
it's like what's the size of it?
It's 1.8 to 1.
Look how they're just like kissing each other. They just want to kiss. They're just like, no, don't separate
so
us.
if you have an eye for it, you'll notice just like the screen like constantly kind of like shrinking and
Oh.
scaling up. And
I am
like,
so glad.
I'm so glad I
don't
was-
have the eye for that.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss. I don't because I've heard so many people like complain about that kind of stuff in film, and I'm like, I'm so glad.
I'm so glad that I was so disrespectful that at some points I was trying to like sneak a look at my crossword puzzle because not because like I didn't like the film, but just because my ADHD is so bad that I just needed to like figure out what like 4 cross could be because the term the clue is slow your roll, but it's 4 letters and the third letter is L. Like how is that? I cannot think of what that word could be. And if anyone has any slow your roll.
send it into the super chat.
Or like no, maybe it's not slow your roll. It is to it's not supposed to relax.
You're fine.
I think it may not slow your roll. It's like to chill out or something. Yeah, it's chill out or something.
It was like to calm down or something.
No,
Like
it's like to chill out.
that. Yeah, okay.
It was like, but it wasn't chill out because I
Yeah.
was thinking about
So-
chill. Anyway,
The search continues.
the search continues.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not L. Maybe I missed it up. So if you can just think of a 4-letter word
Just
that
think of
means
any
so
four-letter
like
word that
slow.
means chill out.
That
Yeah.
has an L at the end.
That means like relax
May
in
or may
it.
not have
May
an
not
L.
may not have an L. I might have messed that up. You figured out some good ones in the crossword today.
Yeah, we're doing a good job. We're doing on the ride over to the theater.
I like doing the crosswords because
Yeah.
occasionally there'll be something like that's like the Armis from like Knives Out, and I'll be like, Anna,
Yeah.
got that. Feel very
Well,
smart.
Yeah, well, the funny one today is it said Scorsese 2004 biopic.
I knew what it was. I kept being like the Aviator, and I was like, it's not enough letters. It's not enough letters. And I was freaking out. I was googling Scorsese 2004 biopic. I thought I was going insane.
But you just were misspelling it.
I was misspelling the word Aviator. Mhm. Yeah, I was.
So you told me that collateral.
Oh,
was
shit!
Not...
Calm.
Calm. Oh.
Calm.
Oh,
Oh. It's calm.
go.
Put it in
Where's my
there.
pen? There we go. There we go. That one's out of ink.
For all the crosswords.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you
Oh
so.
my
Who said that?
goodness.
David Cornett. You get like a sticker or something.
He gets a shout out.
Calm. Oh, thank God. That's gonna drive me nuts. Okay.
Oh, look, and Ryan's in the chat too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the clue was take it easy. I think calm still works. Calm.
Yeah.
Calm. Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
it easy, calm.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Fucking thank you. Okay. So the next one down is 6 down is symbols for Charlotte and
Yeah,
Emily
okay.
Bronte.
Let's
Okay.
let's wrap up here.
Okay.
So we can-
Okay. It's not the umlaut.
Yeah.
I thought it might be, but no. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, it's been nice this past week trying to transition into this thing, and also helping you with your work and stuff that you've been doing lately and everything too. So I think after we took some days off to just relax and get ready for a new era of stuff to do, but after this we're going to probably get back into our usual routine of like shows and stuff because it's nice to have like a routine of,
And you're gonna be able to
What to
have
do.
time to write more quizzes.
yeah.
Oh,
I still like doing that, so we'll still be doing quizzes, still be doing
Does this mean they're gonna get more difficult? 'Cause you have more
Yeah, probably. Well, speaking of, we are going to be doing Starship Troopers for Monday.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very exciting.
Yes.
Guys, everyone loves Starship Troopers. The favorite misunderstood genius Paul Verhoeven film that
Way
people
ahead of
thought
time.
was pro-fascism, but didn't realize was a commentary about the pro-fascist book,
Yeah.
and was very silly. And I love Starship Troopers, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have a good one for that.
Hey,
Would you like to know
PLD.
more?
Yeah. Yeah.
PLD, how's it going, buddy?
I know Ed Harris isn't in it, but want to take that Starship Troopers quiz, PLD? That'd be cool.
Yeah. Or we'll get you The Rock soon.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah, we
God.
gotta do The Rock.
Yes.
We gotta do The Rock. 'Cause
Yeah.
We've done the other two in the Beige Volvo trilogy, right? We did Face Off in Con Air.
Yes.
So
Face
we
Off
just,
is not a Bay movie.
no, Beige Volvo trilogy. It's a three.
I thought you said Bay.
No. It's the 3 movies that all exist in the same time frame where Nicolas Cage is in a movie where a beige Volvo blows up. And I think they're all produced by not Bay, but the other one. They're all produced by Bruckheimer.
Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
yeah.
The 3
so we'll do
Bruckheimer
this,
films starring Nick Cage where a beige Volvo blows up. The beige Volvo.
Yeah, but I'll be around, on the chats and on the everything else. It's trying to wind down for the year as everything else does too. But I will also be at the Schmoedown Spectacular to go see everyone again and hang out. And it'll be a big event. It'll be nice to just be amongst everyone.
And I might have a shirt made special.
Yeah.
For this event.
And for me, it'll be nice to hang out with everyone and like not have to work at this particular time.
I remember last Christmas it was like you couldn't take like a minute off. You were like doing work while we were opening presents.
Yeah.
Oh, they should have a little pecan in case you have to go.
They're fine.
What are you eating? Okay. We're eating
Yeah.
food. Okay.
You can't eat.
I think we can eat. I think we should probably wrap it up though because we are running thing. I don't think, guys. I know it's usually we do a little after show after this for the patrons. I think if you'll allow us, we are going to forego that because we have a little special dinner that we're planning. So I think we might forego that. But I promise that we will be. I know we're coming up to the holidays, and I will be traveling to Delaware, so things might get messy with the schedule, but with Eric around more, you can expect a lot more consistency, I think, going forward in terms of the programming that you will be seeing on this channel, which I'm really excited about. And we also have our podcast stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, I'll do the plugs afterwards, but since we have special guests here tonight, why don't we start with them? Andres and Jen, where can people find you when you're not hanging out in our house?
Yes.
Well, ladies first, Jen.
You can find me playing with these adorable dogs right now. But you can find me Jen Kempe, JK Meme Queen on Twitter and Letterboxd, even though I do not update my Letterboxd anymore. It might be strategic for Schmoedown, or it might be just me being lazy. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah. God, Letterboxd. Fuck, I should get back on Letterboxd. Igby Goes Down, 5 stars. Favorite movie. What about you, Andres?
For me, you can find me, Andres Gallego, on as Gallegos on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also find me on me, Nancy, and Tom Chattelbash's new podcast called Film on Tap, where we discuss movie news. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. All great stuff. You can also find me on me and my buddy's High Voltage Media channel doing underrated reviews, even though some of them are not underrated
They're
movies.
not exactly underrated.
But we just did our Any Given Sunday review, and we're doing Star Wars Episode 3 next, and that's on High Voltage Media. So go ahead and check that out.
So wait, so you did Halloween. Sorry, I just thought things as Halloween. You did Star Wars 3 after doing not a Star Wars movie, so you're doing them out of order. That's bold. I like that. I like that.
We just do whatever we want.
I'm remembering about Letterboxd right now, so I'm writing Igby Goes Down 5 stars.
Oh, did you guys see Culkin's SNL?
We watched the 7-minute long call center
Spectrum?
one. Yeah, the special one. It was hilarious. My God, was that good? And I love Kieran Culkin. I think he's the best Culkin, and I've thought so ever since Igby Goes Down.
Yeah.
So I called that. But I do like.
Culkins would agree with you, actually.
I think Igby is a really great movie because it actually is an alternate world, both Succession and Search Party.
Oh yeah.
It serves as an alt universe for both those things. Where can we find you, Eric? Now?
Now you can find me primarily just hanging out and relaxing across social media, Facebook, and Twitter at NerdChronic. Also still editing for some people online that you might know, just picking up some work, but also primarily hanging out with Videodrew here on your channel and podcast, Content Candy, doing movie reviews and chatting and doing fun stuff. With this free time, I'm going to try and reignite my creativity flair for just doing fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm trying to read this review real fast. Alt reality of Search Party and Succession.
That's
Beauty.
Search Party.
Oh, it's so good. That was written by my friend Sarah. It was created by my friend Sarah Valley Bliss from college, and that makes it so much better. I feel like if I had been like 10% more bitchy in college, there would be a character that is based on me and not just a character that's named sort of my name. That is a dude. As for me, you can find me here. This is my channel. Please like and comment and subscribe. You can find me doing movie trivia schmoedown stuff occasionally. Please go watch that Final Girls match that they did for the Skybound exhibition.
God,
that was an awesome match. I got to do a speed round for the first time, and I was like can I be honest? Very impressive. I was very
Yes,
impressive.
Very much so. Yeah.
I impressed myself. I've never done a speed round. I've never practiced a speed round, which I think becomes evident later on.
Yeah.
And I think that you're supposed to do a speed round by slapping it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Eric kept doing this from the background of the stage. I thought he was saying do bunny hands, and I was like, I don't know what that means. So I just would do this. I thought he was like, he kept being like,
Yeah. So
he meant keep your hands over the buzzer, but I just thought the meant like,
your speed round technique was just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more satisfying though.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
I
well,
really know it.
it felt really good to be like, bam, I know that answer. But as Eric said, I might have gotten more points if I had not done that. You can also, I think the Fear Street exhibition match, which I co-hosted with PJ Campbell, I was on the desk for, was I think that's officially up as its own
Yeah,
show.
it's officially up.
Yeah, so that's really cool. Otherwise, you can find me. I write for Rotten Tomatoes RT Essential show, which you can find on Roku or Peacock. Currently in the midst of bumping up against a deadline right now for one about new modern Christmas classics. So check that out because me and Lon write those episodes. Mark Ellis hosts them. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, not much. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing podcasts and hanging out and eating good food and watching some movies. Yeah. So guys, catch me on my Patreon, patreon.com/Videodrew. You can do things like study sessions, Cinema Bias, which is another show I have, just exists. We're finally getting around to Walk the Line on Tuesday. Me and Adam Collins have our show Why Are We Like This? It's coming out next Saturday with what did we decide on the topic? He said on a really good one.
Was it?
No, come on. Was it? Wait, I think it is Child's Play. Yeah, we are doing Child's Play. We're going to continue doing Child's Play this Saturday on Why Are We Like This? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the near future. So excited. Have a good weekend and go see Dune. Bye. And we'll update the credits soon, I promise.